Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AstroEdify. Today we are going to start our new series on planet through houses, and we are going to start that with the placement of moon in different houses. So today we will start this series with the placement of moon in the first house. We will discuss today that what are the results that moon gives when it is placed in the first house. Okay, irrespective of the sign. We are not discussing about the sign placement here. We are just discussing that simply if moon is placed in the first house in any person's horoscopes, what will be the result of that particular alignment in Vedic astrology. So let's start with the video today and discuss that what will be the results of moon in the first house. First of all, let's discuss that what is moon. Moon is your mind, moon is your emotions. It represents thinking, it represents your thought process, feelings, your mental disposition. It represents your mother and it represents your childhood, your home environment, your nourishment, what you get from your family or from your mother, your nutrition. All what about you care and all the caring and loving. All these things are represented by moon itself. The next is what is first house. If moon is placed in the first house, then what is the first house? First house is you yourself, your physical body, your physical strength, thinking, nature, character, your memory. In short, your whole personality is you, your first house. It means like you are as a whole standing in front of the world. That is your first house. Your whole morality, your whole personality in front of the world, exposed to everyone. That is your first house. So what happens when moon goes into the first house? First of all, when mind is combining with your personality, your self, then what happens? These people who are having this alignment are more concerned about their self, very much concerned about their self, and they will always be fixated around themselves. They will always be concerned about their physical personality, that how do they look, what do the other people perceive of them. All these things are, all these traits are given to the native by the moon in the first house. Next is these people are very emotional and sensitive in nature, because moon is what? Your emotions. First house is also your emotions, your nature. So these people by nature are very emotional, caring, sensitive and loving. They are very much caring and responsible. And but actual functioning of the moon here, since here we are not discussing about the sign, but actual functioning of any planet is governed or is seen by the cumulative approach of the planet, the house and the sign combined together. So here we are discussing about the general results what moon gives in the first house, but when moon actual functioning, you have to see the sign also. For example, if moon in the first house is placed in fiery signs, that is Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, person will be very bold, very aggressive in nature, will be very passionate about his interest. Then if it is placed in mercurial signs, that is Gemini or Virgo, these people will be very logical and analytical in approach. In Saturn signs, that is Aquarius and Capricorn, these people will be very disciplined and they will be very practical in nature. In dual signs, dual signs make the moon confused. So these people have a lot of confusion when moon placed in the first house is placed in dual signs. The next is if moon is placed in Taurus or Cancer, which are very good signs for moon. People will be very emotional, will be very responsible, will be very caring, will think of other people before themselves. They will be very naive in nature. So based on the sign placement, you also have to see that what is the total result of that planet, of that alignment. Now next thing is, when moon is sitting in the first house, it also gives very good facial features to the native, because I have seen many times people who have good facial features have moon in the first house. I am not saying about the complexion here. Complexion can be seen that these people can have good complexion, but complexion is generally seen from the D9 chart also, not just by the birth chart. So facial features I am talking about here, their face cut, their all the eyes, or all the facial features like nose, ears, or all these things will be very profound, will be very good and attractive. The next is, these people are very adaptable. Moon gives them adaptability, but these people who have this particular alignment lack stability and firmness. This means that they will not be focused on one thing at a moment. They will be you can say like it as a mood swing, that at one time they will be very happy, at one time they will be very sad. You cannot judge that what will be their reaction towards the situation, and this is governed by the moon. This is given to them by the moon because of the whimsicality of the moon. Moon does not like to stay at one place. Moon moves very fast. Moon moves from one sign to another sign in 2.5 days. So these people do not like to stay at one place for long hours, for more time. So these people lack firmness and stability only because of the whimsicality of the moon. Okay. Now the next thing is that moon, since represents your mother, so these people will have a mother who will govern their life, who will be very influential figure in their life, because whether they will be the decisions taken by the mother, or the reaction by the mother, or the living environment with the mother is either positive or negative, it will judge the whole life of the native who is having this particular alignment, because moon is your mother and first house is you yourself. So mother is influencing yourself. So the decisions taken by mother will influence your life, will guide you. Mother will guide you throughout your life, whether her decisions, whether her position in your life was positive or negative. Based on that, you will move ahead in your life. You will achieve something because of your mother. Whether you give her the credit or not, it's not important. The main thing is that you are guiding by the actions of your mothers in your life, because of moon placed in the first house. Next is, since moon does not like to stay at one place, these people travel a lot, especially in the time period of moon, that is in the Mahadasha, Antardasha or Pratintar Dasha of moon, or if moon is transiting the first house, or if transiting the 7th house, then these people used to travel a lot. And this since moon also represents one of the 3 elements in astrology, that is Kaph, Vat and Pitta. Moon governs Kaph. So these people are easily susceptible to Kaph problems, because moon is now affecting yourself by sitting in the first house. So it is affecting your health. So it will always make you susceptible to Kaph problems easily. And if moon is not well placed, it can give severe Kaph problems as well. And so these are the results, but these results will vary based on the conjunction and aspects on the moon. What we are talking here is the generalization of the results which are given by the moon placed in the first house. But if certain planets are aspecting it, if certain planets are sitting with it in conjunction, the results will vary. But some of these results will be there in the person's life. Even though not all of them will be there, but some of them will be there, because moon is governing the first house. Moon is sitting in the first house. Moon is governing your whole personality here. And if moon is very close to the ascendant degrees, for example, within 5 degrees, if moon is there within the 5 degrees of the ascendant, the effect of moon will be much more profound. it will govern your life even more strongly. So one thing that these people should keep in their mind is that they should always try not to overshadow their emotions with practicality and logic. Always try to use your brain, always try to use your logic when you have to take certain risks, certain decisions, certain important decisions in your life. Keep your emotions aside. If you are keeping your if you are mixing your emotions with your logic here, you are not going to get situations, make situations easy. You will complicate them even more. So don't do these things. For people, I am telling, for people who are having this particular alignment, okay, because moon will always try to overshadow emotions with practicality and logic, but the moment you do it, it will screw your life. So don't do this. Always try not to overshadow emotions with practicality and logic. Okay, so these are the various things which are represented by moon in the first house. So at last we will summarize the whole video. You will be able to see the screen on the screen right now, that what are the cumulative effects of moon placed in the first house. That is, more orientation towards self personality, makes person emotional and sensitive. It gives good facial features. Person will be adaptable, but there will be lack of firmness. It makes person caring and responsible, gives creative and artistic skills. Yes, moon in first house give creative and artistic skills, especially if sitting with Venus, it will enhance even more. The next is, mother will be an important life figure in the person's life. Whether the actions of mother will be positive or negative, the person's life will be guided by his or her mother. The next last thing is, these people are easily susceptible to cough problems. So we have discussed, we have summarized what moon represents in the first house. So if you are new to my channel, subscribe below. For more information, check on my Twitter and Facebook page. Otherwise, we will meet in the next video of moon in the second house. Till then, goodbye and thank you.